Well, oh, they thought Irad was there.
Oh, they were messing with.
Halo guys, wah cepet banget ini, ampun.
Protect him.
Baru balik olahraga tiba-tiba sudah 1-0.
Battle for the Little Wanderers. Been a
Aku
while
kira
since
itu
we
jam
saw a skirmish. Oh,
1,
Flicker
jam
combo, gave
setengah
by Yawi,
2.
now Light.
Ini
Still making
baru
it
jam
through.
11 sudah
Nats
match
going
kedua.
to that vengeance.
Luar
Now
biasa
Sanford
PH.
is trying
Jam
to
berapa
hold
ya
him
di
off
sana ya?
Irad as well. Oh, not gonna go for a kill, but
Sumpah
instead.
luar biasa nih.
just
Halo,
focus
selamat
down
datang,
a bit.
selamat datang,
So
selamat datang,
boys,
selamat
I
datang.
mean, if you're looking at
Like dulu,
Irad,
like dulu kita
I guess
like
his
dulu ya.
signature now is the tanks or the Lancelot is the hybrid.
Kita like dulu ya.
Where he goes for both of essence, immediately goes for War Axe before going for Helmet. This time,
Sini posisi Eko sudah
possible that this could be a
mimpin
full
1-0.
Lancelot. Like he go for the Skyguard Helmet first before the War Axe.
Mimpin 1 poin. Irad Lancelot keluar lagi.
Irad might need to
Kari Benny Ketek keluar. Lawannya Eman Harit.
something like a Karina.
Who's more,
Tapi untuk ngenti untuk stopper Harit cuman ada Franco. Wih, Kal pakai Karina.
Wants to know before any more action comes up on the map. Ira's actually using the Brenny Sports Lancelot skin.
Oh wow.
To the Brenny Sports Lancelot.
Yeah, Carl TC earned it back at M2.
Yeah.
Now Sanford trying to hold him off. Turtle on half HP. Carl TZ is not going to poke this, but now he secures it. Retribution for Echo. Now Yawi on
Yawi
the
mati.
iron hook and on the bloody hand. Sanji with a burst. Now Light is going to try to escape here, but a knockup from and Yawi and Carl TZ secures that one.
Wet and wild engagement right there. Again, if it gets messy and it's a big skirmish, I ask who's ahead. Looks like Echo answers.
Go very quick at it as well. Very confident with this Karina. We know for sure that this is a hero that can match up against top junglers when it comes to jungling speed. He's got a lot of movement speed as well.
Selamat datang semuanya.
Tanky fashion. All of a sudden, you're very strong in neutral objectives.
Good poke there from Exort. Half HP on Sanji. Back away, trying to go in for the lanes.
I think Echo are going to execute on something that they learned from after they get dropped in the lower bracket by RSG. They're going to start clearing these small camps so Irad has less to run away with. They're going to try to close that window where Irad can get away with a lot of stuff. But wait, there's
Like dulu.
And an ultimate from Sanji secures another kill.
And that'll grow the gap between the Karina and the Lancelot. Because the Karina can get in and out regardless of their caps. It's just much more agile that way.
Yeah, and that's the real strength of this Franco. That's why I felt that both teams were being very strong with it. Fortunately for RCT,
Si kebesaran
it's the
suaranya.
courtesy of the divine judgment. This kind of works both ways. But the thing is, Echo will have a lot of supplemental damage and crowd control afterwards.
Meanwhile, down ball, Irad under the turret, now behind enemy lines. On a low HP, Sanji secures another one. And Echo for the reinforcement and response.
10 seconds until the second. Close call.
Dah, oke lah ya, sudah ya. Aman lah ya guys ya.
Benny Cutie and Yawi at this point in the game could have been lethal. Luckily, Light was there. Here's a little turtle.
Sanford trying to box out Nats. Meanwhile, Yawi and Sanji looking on who's going to make or step in their border of control. But Carl TZ, no sweat, secures this objective.
Okay, so
Oke. Sorry.
what we do know about Echo is that they're very good at identifying like the what's the term, the chinks in the armor.
Yeah.
They are very good at that. So RSG now showing that there's
Stopper
some
untuk
not only
Irad.
speed
Terus
problems that we are looking at their
untuk
lineup.
Harit
Of
cuman
course, they are
ngandelin
very
Yawi.
strong in the
Sanjinya sudah 3
But
kill
into
cuy.
the first few minutes of the game when RC still defining
Sanji
and they're
sudah
not
3
good enough,
kill.
Echo can take advantage of that because of their pick of comp.
Oh.
Flicker.
Oh.
Bloody hunt, but that's divine judgment. Pull onto Light, onto the turret. Now Irad secures the kill. Yawi falls down. Now Irad trying to
Sayang
hold
banget
in.
itu.
Synchro Fisher trying to catch Sanji, but Yawi missed that bite.
Yeah, and he's been the Flicker to get in there. And it looks like Echo's looking for more. They're still out map though.
Oh, caught in 4 rough waves being used to escape.
Oke, backdoor.
Menemani will heap
Backdoor. Aduh, mati itu. Salah.
And Benny's going through
Lama
the
cooldownnya Karin,
river,
cuy.
and now 3 is on the chase, on pursuit.
Masih selamat.
Trying to find reinforcement. Sanford is here to the rescue, and here is trying to filter through. Dawn Rose will connect the damage. No. And still, Echo still safe from that ambush.
Kalah pengalaman sih ini rescue ini.
That's not our 2 kills. I mean, that RSG got was only onto Yawi, and everybody else from Echo is just having a field day. We see Benny Kitty just dodging so many of these engagements, and Echo have a very good job of protecting.
Ini yang selebrasi waktu RRQ kalah itu si Nats itu. Hajar aja tuh Nats. Paling oke Nats itu kalau selebrasi. Tapi lumayan lah ada misci dia kan. Lihat Sanford. Sanford level 8, Nats level 8. Ini kemarin nge-troll ini. Nats ini pakai Arlot. Ini hari ini nge-troll. Free lock, free turtle. Set. Oh.
All in objectives.
Yeah, we still okay.
Those camps that you guys mentioned, Leo specifically. Now they're not leaving any space for Ira, just small bits and pieces of the
Tahu
biscuit.
dia.
Still no turrets destroyed yet.
Look at that.
7 minutes.
Look at this bush that Echo. I call this the long bush. Because it's one of the longer ones, right?
This one?
Yeah, it's
Long bush?
Yeah, it's a long bush. And they call this one sandwich.
Oh.
Sandwich had the 1, 2, and then 3.
Yeah, right.
Correct.
It's a sandwich.
Perfect from the long bush. Echo just revealed themselves
Oh.
in RSG. Irad uses almost the Thorn Rose to check on who's on the bush. Carl Teasy trying to escape some possible pull there from Light, but now
Nice, gila Macron. Sebelum minion masuk tuh lah sudah bergerak dia.
Burst Island onto RSG. Light falls down.
That's a difficult engagement that RSG were playing with.
Level 7 sudah
But
dapat
not all of them can move at that speed.
glowing
So
one.
whoever was exposed, whoever Echo catches first is to win regardless.
Well, first big
Are you
dance,
like-
but surely you'll trust it, right? Irad was amazing with this. Irad mechanics, right?
The mechanic.
He went for the war axe priority.
Oh,
boost
dapat dia
again,
Nats.
which means that he can dish out the damage, but it seems like RC are just gonna farm it through. Understandably so. But I think that around 12 minutes, they have to be ready. They cannot be behind by 3,000 gold.
Pokoknya ke
12
Eman,
minutes
pokoknya ke
to
Eman.
make a play, and this is what they're doing.
Sets it from Eman. That's the Iron Hook, and the Bloody Hunt will connect onto 2. That's
Tukeran
first
dah.
once again from the rough waves. Now forced out. Light falls down. Now Echo picking one player at a time from the
Ini
Raiders.
kita ada Blicker maju dia.
Was it not just a minute ago that they did the same thing to Light?
Exactly.
Oh, they just keep going. Yawi does not have the bloody hunt, but they have more than just that. I believe Benny's slowly building up to a comfortable arsenal. Earlier, he almost got caught off as he ran through mid. Now, I'm guessing he just needs one more core item before the rest of RG need to respect the damage his carry can output. Lord Dance already began. Can Irad respond?
Confidence of this kid is just showing up against Carl Teasy. Now,
Hmm.
what's the Iron Hook? Connects
Belum ulti
Yawi.
belum. Oh,
Being forced him to retreat
belum ada
back.
ulti.
Now Irad's still eyeing. That's a Lord
Cooldown kah?
set.
Reset that kind of favors RSG, but they may have to make something out of this. Kids already see Light is fishing for
Bawa
a
aja
play.
ball itu.
Oh! Oh!
Purified been used there. Now that's a
Oh, counter set up. Counter set up. Habis. Bam, dapat 2 cuy. Sanford. Eman mati. Iratnya free. Eman mati. Kal sendiri. Sanji masih ada. Oh, gila Sanji. Set. Ulti. Set. Tang. Oh, licin. Wow, Sanford. Where are you go? Kata komentator. Where are you go? This is Sanford. M4 Champion Series.
Oh my.
Oh,
RSG just really, how do I say this? It's like they live and die by the sword, and that sword is called
Ulti,
Menemani.
Hanford.
Yep.
And unfortunately, they will suffer this defeat. We were talking about how they should
Biasa
not
dak ngeluar ke
be
Red
down by
Trickle.
4,000
Respect deh.
or 3,000 gold at 12 minutes. By now, 10 minutes in, they're struggling at
Eman
this point. Big props to
OTW
Sanji
itu
for
tuh.
landing the two-man stun, but man, RSG needs to find a
Yang hijau tuh.
clean opening here.
Apa namanya tuh?
About
Itu
a
video
minute
itu.
left until that ultimatum, Wolf. They have a minute left to close the gap. Can they do it?
Oh, dia
Echo!
belum.
That's
Oh,
the flicker onto one, and then that's the
Dah
primary
mati
target
dah.
of Echo. Now rough
Kuat
wave
dia.
will be enough
Yawinya
for the burst.
TB.
That's vengeance plus the final slash. Nats takes down one. That's
Counter
down,
set
down,
up.
down. Now, Sigurd
Counter
takes
set
down
up.
two, and
Dah bisa,
Sam
dah
forces
bisa, dah
that
bisa, dah
two.
bisa.
Now 2 members down from the Orcus. Now Sanji just looking for an avenue here, but the eyes is on
Ush,
Benny
Benny
Cutie.
di situ,
They're on a
cuy.
push in mid lane. 3 members down. No, 3 members present for Echo.
Keluar lah Benny.
In enemy camp.
Carl and Benny are deep.
Wow.
They're really deep.
Nah, mamam, mamam, mamam,
Of fire.
mamam.
Cutie still holding it. Carl Teasy saying
Ngeri
back away, but
kali.
Sanji still holding it
Exot tak
again.
main, Exot,
That's the
Exot.
light though, but Yawi's here.
Masih oke
Reinforcements
Aqua kemarin.
from the Orcas have arrived. Will the Raiders strike back? But Irad recalls back to base.
Sanji picked up a few tricks from Exort. He's been watching, man.
Yeah.
That was a safe escape. Even if Nats on the Arlot actually caught a vengeance on there, he would have just got knocked up.
I like the idea, kinda like the idea from RSG, because what they're doing, at least when it comes to teamfight perspective, is they want to initiate with light, but they cannot just rely on the initiation coming out from this Kaja. So what they did was to actually snag Yawi instead, and what it does is it forces Echo to kind of fight them melee range, and that is when Nats will be able to land the Fire Slash on multiple heroes. That's Flicker.
No, keluar flicker.
Man, the instinct
Senyum Sanji.
threw him off just a wee bit.
Okay, so I guess RSG, they know that Echo, whenever
Flicker.
Carl does that, there's somebody holding onto the bush.
Sudah banyak makan
But
absorb.
right at that moment, there wasn't anybody. So the two, I think that was RSG overthinking thing.
Yep, they played the game too hard in their heads, and they overthought it. That's right. Oh man, could have been though. Again, about a minute until Light gets his flicker back on. Wolf, Francis, do you think there's a lack of vision on the side of RSG? Do you think that's why it's so hard for Light to actually get these pulls?
Yes, and he had 4 deaths, and getting that information early game, he was ganked twice early on by Sanji. That's what he wanted to do normally in a Franco, but on Akaja, he's much more squishy.
Yeah. And the reason is because they went for the Lancelot with prioritizing the damage, right? So I think the lack of vision is more of them just not just playing differently from the other teams. Like for example, they have this Lancelot. If it is
Masih
a
bisa
time
ini.
slot, you can be the one to bring
Masih
the first point in, and
50-50
then Light
ini.
goes in with
Kalau
the
PH
flicker.
masih 50-50.
Or even Nats, like they're actually saving Nats for a counter again.
Nah.
Light,
That's the flicker plus the
Nah.
combo. That's the pull onto line. 2 roamers with a showdown. Now who's gonna make the
No
perfect
Akai.
set? Now Nats trying to go in for the mid lane for the mid strike.
Salah
now
masuk
Sanford
Sanford. Oh
trying to
masih
box
flicker
out
ya.
4,
Aman, aman, aman.
5 members saying not go near Carl TZ's food. That's the Lord. Now Thorn Rose trying to poke and damage the Lord, but Sanji's here. Oh, just
Oh,
trying to get busy,
gila.
splashing the waves.
Balik.
Boxing out 4 and 3 members of RSG.
Bisa.
Irad, look at that. It's just Carl T's just standing. Okay, just do it. That's my skin, boy. Thorn Rose in my face.
he's showing the posterior. Like I don't even want to look at the Lord right now.
Interesting that they actually poked Light even when Light already committed the ultimate.
Oh.
My Irad. He's just so self-aware. At this point, he's not dragging his map. He knew that it could be a potential, so he was just looking at his own unit.
Kal. Hati-hati.
Just amazing.
Lancelot kalau nah ini pecah immortal paling. Benny keteknya jauh. Wah, dibalikin cuk.
Carl TZ secures the kill. Eman falls down. A vital kill, but now Sanford boxing out 3. That's a grab.
Counter
grab
set
off the
up.
wall.
Habis
And that's
itu
3
like
members.
it.
Benecutie throwing out frisbees. Speedy Lightway in. Speedy Lightway out.
Oh
That's right.
shit.
And now
Kok
Benecutie
bisa?
the storm being unleashed.
Wow.
Thorn Rose 2 men knock up onto the final slash plus vengeance. But now Benecutie
Wow.
being taken down by Irad.
Wow.
But Carl T secures the objective, but now Exort holding still. 2 members on to their last 2 turns, but Carl TZ making it a double. Nobody's going on safe. Will
Wow.
Finals must make it through. Amazing knockup. But 3-2 members.
Wow.
Final health. Can they survive?
Wow, nggak nge-troll Nats itu cuy. Wow.
Nats
Wow.
is up.
Oh, the flicker!
Wow, dikejar.
Nats versus
Ulti,
Yowie.
sat, set. Ulti, sat. Kemarin nge-troll.
A wrinkle in between Nats 3-0 and 7 in his series versus Blacklist International. He was struggling badly, but this time against
Ini,
Echo,
Nats.
he's woken
Serang lah.
up. 3-0 and 7 with the tenacity means that he can be aggressive now with the damage output, with the tank ability that he has with the Radiant Armor, Dominant Size, and Thunder Belt. There's a lot of combinations to get used, and this means that RSG can now rally behind their explainer.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Grand Finals MVP from Season 9 when he won that title for RSG. He is reintroducing himself to the FPL universe!
Oh, with a flicker, trying to pull in Carl Teasy. Sanford onto the back lines. Menemani throwing light goals again. Nats beat the
Sudah
first one,
balik
but Carl
kali.
Teasy dropping low. Carl Teasy dropping low, but
aduh.
Menemani scores a kill. Iran takes down Carl Teasy now.
Sanford
On
mati
target
dulu.
on Sanford. 4 members of Raiders still
Mati
present.
Sanford.
Knock up the
Ui,
waves.
tak.
Will it make the cut? Will it make the
Satu
cut? The
untuk
burst.
satu.
Still not enough.
Still not enough.
Better turn for Echo for RSG. I mean, they took out Cartesi in exchange for their Valentina. Fortunately, though, for Echo, the Lord is not gonna be respawning up until a minute from now, but they cannot afford those kind of mistakes. Even when RSG is behind like this,
Nah, ini baru
they
70-30
should
ini.
be wary of the potential
Posisinya
of
nih,
that
70-30.
retribution from RSG.
But unfortunately, Carl was sitting on 5
Ini
kills.
Benny keteknya
That's
lihat tuh.
quite a bit of
That's
bank.
Lengkap.
is that they
Ada
make for sure.
So they shrank the goal
Kappa,
lead.
gold,
Actually lost
gold.
track of, folks.
Yeah.
But now it's down to
Apa
about
namanya?
2.5k,
Bukan
which
Rose
is where
Gold.
they were sitting at about the 9-minute mark.
Well, is this the window that we're talking about?
Demon
No,
Hunter Squad.
But it's the ultra.
Athena
Possible
Shield.
entry for the ultra late game.
Yeah, is it better late than never? Is that what RSG is going
Lupa
on?
cuk namanya.
Because That's what I think the Raiders are thinking.
Since
Harusnya
game
tuh kalau
number
pakai
one,
itu
yeah,
nggak usah pakai
from
sepatu
Atlas,
lagi.
being all honest to goodness.
Bakal lebih sakit Sanjinya adik-adik.
Eman, yes.
Yes.
He knows that he's the target. He needs a protection.
Yeah, it's very tanky now. Feather of Heaven to go with the Calamity Reaper. So you have the damage already. CC resistance with your passive, and of course, the Blood Wings. Goes that he needs to tank up. And I think that they might have just weathered the storm. I think this is even when they're behind by 3k, I think this is a much doable match for RSG. This is just because of Nats just popping off.
Yep, that one moment
That one moment,
was all that RSG needed to actually present the threat of a comeback. So,
Uts.
from going off of about a dozen of steps,
Yang buka
not
lance
just
sama
3 steps,
Kaja.
but with this luminous lord,
God.
rather an evolved
Yang crowd
lord,
controlnya sih
Echo,
fast.
Echo just throws it. Yeah,
Harlot.
I'm like, oh,
Wow. And also, no turrets destroyed. from
Bisa menang
Echo.
ini,
That
RSG yakin.
bottom turret.
That bottom turret just a little bit, right?
just held together by glue.
Exactly.
belum main ya, harinya belum
I'm
main.
actually surprised that there wasn't any some sort of contention in Echo. Big props to them for identifying
Hmm.
the certain window. Wherein they
Udah ada item jahat yang magic paling mahal itu tuh.
a very very quick way to take on the Lord.
Now it's on the base.
Lore-nya.
Siege coming in.
Clear, high ground banyak.
What is the plan? What is the pull?
Flicker Nats. Ya, Nats fokus ke ini dulu Nats.
It's gonna be
Flicker
Sanford
Nats.
being in
Oh, dapat
front.
sih kok.
Lord will be melted down by RSG.
Nah, ini momen nih.
Has been destroyed.
Perangi.
Left
Oh.
RSG space.
What a defense by RSG.
Uts.
No one going down.
Nats.
All the waves clearly managed. I mean, inhibitors do get cracked, but
Kok
this
bisa
little
lancing
match
aja?
yesterday in their upper bracket bout. Remember Kufra on light, that defense almost solo, actually literally solo against an
Little
inevitable
solo.
finish. So I think
Salah
they're
kalau
holding
nge-game
on.
Nats.
Oh, what? Final slash right at the space of just a pixel.
Looks like
Nats could have sworn, yeah, we was gonna
oh
flicker.
oh
Oh,
easy.
Just being in front.
Oh, ini kan, bener kan? Bisa
Bisa
menang ya RSG. Bener kan? Nah, bener kan? Tarik lagi Nats. Tarik lagi Nats.
Down bottom.
Beneran.
Down
Tinggal lihat Benny
bottom.
ketek, lihat Benny ketek.
Okay, still holding through. 4 members trying
Sampai
to
buff dia
take
malah.
down 2 turrets of Echo.
Nah,
Are they ending this?
ada 3, ada 4. Diperangi tak tuh? Sanford mati, Cal mati.
2 members. Sanford. Sanford,
Benny.
Carl Teasy going low.
Benny, what
You're
do you
right.
want?
I Carl Teasy.
Nah.
Can light.
Not
Can
like
light.
this.
Wait. No, there's no minions.
Ah!
Benny
Dah,
keeps
dah,
going
dah,
down.
dah.
Immortality has been popped.
Nah.
Will he secure
Siapa ini?
the kill?
Nah. Satu-satu. Ah! Menang kan RSG. Dibilangin menang.
On the board. 1 and 1.
Salah perhitungan dia.
Big props to Exort from
My God,
recalling
itu tuh
as
turu kah
possible,
adik-adik?
knowing that there could be those Benigini shenanigans. The thing is, Light followed up. But the real MVP definitely was Nats with the final slash. And I will also credit this to the idea, the raw idea that
Benny
RSG
ketek.
Light, although it is a good and a guaranteed stun and a confirmed kill, what they did is just to treat it like smokes and mirrors. It's just a distraction. The real team fighting tool is the final slash. So you go in first with the flicker play coming out from Light, but it was all to invite our Echo to go on to that Kaja. Whenever that's possible, you'll have the final slash. And boy oh boy, he did what, 4-man final slash or a 3-man final slash?
Yeah, that was 3.
Talk about the
3.
final slash. Did he not just flub it right before? And it just came off cooldown at the right time.
Exactly.
Yeah, he used it up against Yabi, right?
Yeah, and then that's when he thought Yaoi was gonna flicker in. But man, that's just picture perfect. That's serendipity.
Yeah.
And Benigini was the only one to give damage in the back line.
Yep, and they spaced out Benny because again, without any peel, by compromising Yaoi and Carl
Sanji.
and Sanji,
Yeah.
Sanji couldn't even respond.
Yeah,
no,
it was very quick.
That just gave the signal to Benny like, yo, that's not my fight.
Final slash is just so quick, and then you follow it up with other sources of AoE damage. And of course, Eman, if you line up the final slash, imagine this.
Ntar ya, toilet dulu ya.
Lined up together, the synchro fission is gonna just sandwich them with immense amount of damage. And you have to talk. This is a fully packed Harriet,
Yep.
and that synchro fission hurts.
It's about a bajillion damage.
Exactly.
Combined.
It's an actual amount
Yeah.
that the game refuses to calculate.
Yes, yes.
And that's what led to this victory, a comeback victory from our MSC champions. For now, let's go ahead and throw it over to our analyst, Ramon Santa Cruz. He'll be talking about how RSG came back here in game number 2.
Yeah. RSG Raiders, yeah!
They clap back and counter against the Orcas. Counter is the key that dives into the lineup of Echo, it's, uy, kailangan natin sagutin to. So the answer was that Echo needed to keep focusing onto Nats. Every time na magdadive siya, every time na magdadamage siya, kailangan nila sagutin si Nats. Pag magdadive naman si Sanford as the glue, even though gusto niya, ginagawa niya, kailangan gawin na sa glue, mag-disrupt ng team fight, the impact of the Arlot was just higher than the impact of the glue because RSG can just avoid the glue. Echo needs to answer Nats and his Arlot. And I wouldn't be surprised if siya yung maging MVP of the game. Of course, we got to see him with his last. Of course it is! Of course it is! 3-0 and 12. Arlot, Nas Entertainment, Naps TS, we call him on the English broadcast. Ang labit ng pinakita niya dito. Parang umabot sa point na na-realize ni Naps, na-realize ng RSG, parang wala silang sagot sa akin. Okay, so sabayin natin yung dive natin. Irad, Arlot, and the Lancelot together diving the backline, diving Benny, even though you saw how Echo would try to create space for him because Echo was in the lead. Sila yung nag-initiate. They will use their petrifies, they use the combos on the Canada, they blow their ultimates. But if Echo don't get the start they want, don't get the kills that they want in the team fight, RSG, they adjusted their plays now. They said, guys, mag-conserve muna tayo ng mga key abilities natin, mga ultimates natin. Pag nakita na natin, wala nang abilities, mga Kadita, nagamit na ng Karina yung ultimate niya, at meron tayong vision kay Benny Beauty. That is when we go in and dive. And that's how RSG turned this game around. Again, keyword natin para sa laban na to, counter. Initiation, counter. And both lineups have picks that can achieve that. It's just that because Echo built up their lead, they played with a lot of confidence. Of course, they'll initiate in those scenarios. RSG countered them. By the way, that double kill there by Sanji, the first Lord of the game, was one of the reasons as to why Echo were able to get that first Lord. Even though RSG, nakita natin na counter na sila, they decided to go forward. Yaoi was on fire with the hooks and with the ultimate catches and the responses. And in the scenarios wherein Echo survived the team fight long enough, nakita din naman natin na gaano kakagulo si Sanford against RSG. But this was the turnaround here. The stake and dive up top into the lane of Nas. Kung nakuha yun ng Echo, that would have been a much bigger lead. But kudos to RSG's lane and Nas on that Arlot for surviving long enough para makarespond yung RSG. Yes, we saw Echo eventually get more kills. Yes, we saw Echo push out into the map and then get the lead eventually. But RSG found a turnaround at natapos yung laban with a base race. Light saving the game for RSG, stopping the minion waves just in time na sa labas ng range ng base, ng turret, ng base mismo. Yung mga minions na kailangan ni Benny Beauty para matapos yung laban niya. And as you see here, Light with the save, no more minions. In the end, RSG just said, ay, wala pala yung marksman nila. Sige, just na lang tayo. Patapusin na natin yung laban. 1-1. This is the lower bracket finals. Pinapakita talaga ng dalawang teams natin ang lakas ng Pinas. Paano nila itataas ang lakas nila. And everything that we've mentioned so far with their keys to victory. Earlier, the storyline was that these two teams need to really get a near perfect Mobile Legends backline and execution because both of them are great with initiation and both of them are great with counter punching. We might be on the way to a 5-game series, but we still have a lot more to watch out for. And I think our friends Mara and Odin are with some very special friends of ours.
Nandito kami ngayon ni Odin sa tapat ng Function Hall number 5, second floor ng SMX Convention Center sa Smart Base. So nasa Smart Base tayo, nag-recall kami ni Odin dito at ngayon kakasama natin ang magagandang models. Ano nga ba ang ganap dito sa Smart Base?
Hi, so here in Smart Base po, we're giving out freebies and 50 diamonds.
Uy, I like freebies.
But first, ina-ask po muna namin sila if they are, of course, a Smart subscribers, if they're using Smart or Talk and Text SIM card. And then, of course, after that, i-invite po namin sila for the registration sa aming Giga Arena. So, what's in Giga Arena?
Giga Arena, we have arcade games such as classic games, Bato-Bato, and
for Giga Arena. And then, this is the prize. Aside from that, ayun po, meron po tayong mga mapa, tournament. So, which is, dito po lang natin siya paano kasi ongoing na siya. Yun po.
Ay, di ba may nagkaroon kayo ng meet and greet?
Yun po, we have meet and greet po for those lucky players who participate our grand raffle po. Here in Smart Omega po, nagbibigay din po kasi kami ng premium items po for those winner sa grand raffle.
I love premium
Yes.
items. Ano yung mga premium items nyo?
Yung premium items po namin is such as yung lace po or yung jersey or yung jackets din po
Uy,
natin.
jersey!
Yes.
Siya ka na nanalo? Ng Smart Omega. Tapos
Opo.
pwede rin mag-meet and greet
Great
kung sila
sa
ang
ating pro
nanalo.
player po, yes po.
Pwede nyong ma-meet ang Barangay Omega. Paano ulit makukuha yung 50 diamonds?
Sa 50 diamonds po, only ang kailangan nyo po gawin is mag-load po kayo ng 100 pesos sa number nyo and then register to Power All 99 to have 2 free Giga tickets and then you can play na po siya sa ano po, sa our platform po.
Mas may nakita kami dito. May nakita kami dito.
Yes, we
na
have
tayo.
booth po para
May
sa
booth.
mga nag-participate din po.
May
Here po.
booth para sa mga nag-participate.
Ay, may nakita din ako dito.
Kasi,
on
ay!
fire.
Sino to?
Freya.
Si Freya! Freya, patingin ka ng pinaka-Freya pose mo. Wow! Ayun, dito. Anong gagawin dito? Freya, punta muna kami dito, Freya.
Smart Omega.
Anong ganap dito?
Ayan, so here po sa side ng photo booth natin, so makikita nyo we have here a cosplayer, si Freya. So ang gagawin lang po nila, since they register na po sila with the Giga Arena, they are entitled to have a free photo printed na Polaroid cup.
Free
So
photo
that's for free,
printed.
yeah, that's part of our premium items.
For free.
Yeah, that's for free.
Can we get somebody from the MPL community, from the battle trips right here? Community leader. Hello. Okay.
Hello
so,
po.
syempre may Odin, di ba? May special treatment ng ating mga community leader. What's your name?
Hello po, I'm Harbor Dave P. Barito from West Visayas State University student leader.
Student leader. Wait, Visayas. May kilala tayo taga Iloilo.
Meron, syempre.
Sino yon?
Si Santi.
Kilala mo ba si Sandy?
Yes po, siya po yung senior ko. Same course po kami, tourism management.
Same course. Nag-meet na ba kayo kanina?
Yes po.
Okay, alam mo ba, pinag-usapan natin ngayon, Smart Giga Arena. Sikat ba yon sa Iloilo?
Ay, super po. Everybody knows about the
Smart Giga Arena.
Smart Giga Arena.
Ano nga ba yung Smart Giga Arena? Pwede ba, alam mo, tell us a little bit more about it?
Everyone can join po. You can invite your friends, with your cousins, and yung families niyo po na maglaro ng Mobile Legends and mag-register doon sa Smart Giga Arena.
Okay, punta na kayo dito. Alam mo, Smart Giga Arena nagiging more popular na ngayon. Pero, pagkakabina na natin, picture muna tayo.
Berarti kita bisa nonton ini nih. Bisa nonton timnas sepak bola. Cakep banget jam 7, jam 3 nanti.
Alright, thank you so much. Odin, di ba sumisikat ngayon yung Smart Giga Arena? Ano nga, basically, everybody can join. You get to accumulate points and then meron kayong cash prizes. And para ba to sa all levels? Yung kailangan lang mga professional?
Open po siya sa lahat.
Open sa lahat.
Yes po, and everyone can join. Everyone can become a pro player or an amateur player.
So anybody with all levels, so hatakin nyo na yung buong kabarangay nyo. Ngayon mag-umpisa na ang ating laban. So lahat tayo sabay-sabay natin sabihin.
Casters, fast.
Back at the desk, the animals at the service. My name is Leo. That's Wolf. This is OSX. Wolf, our friend here is from Western Visayas.
Yeah. Bacolod City.
No, you're not. You're from.
Bacolod?
Yeah.
It's not. I think you're from.
Maybe it might sound the same.
It doesn't. Like Bacolod and Tacloban, they're not the same. But I know you're from Tacloban.
I hope so. I need to check with the shout out to all Tacloban fans that would watch us right now.
Reminding everyone that the Happy Moonlit Ninja is now available. Join the Moonlit Wish Draw and stand a chance to get it. You can enjoy a discount of up to 50% off for the first 10 draws and first daily one draw. Discounts will not be applied
Ini loh, pembagian grup
to diamonds and
si games. 2023. Ini jadwal paling deket ya. Nah, jadwal paling deket SEA Games MLBB, pembagian grup SEA Games MLBB 2023. Filipina itu sudah dapet si full dari brand yang sudah pulang kemarin oleh Eko 31. Vietnam ini yang kemarin kali. Kompetitif Vietnam ini. Malaysia ini sudah, ya. Timnas Malaysia ini sudah. Timnas Malaysia SEA Games 2023. Mungkin ya full todak. Timnas Malaysia SEA Games MLBB 2023.
They wanted it open for Exort. Okay, so maybe now they're much more prepared with the Faramis on their side. So another way to even.
Oh, nih. Momo. Instagram MPL MY ya source-nya ya. Kita pasang ya source-nya ya. Nah, nih. Malaysia nih. Nih Malaysia nih. Nih. Momo, Ozo, Rafeki. Kita buat lagi saja lah. Itu IOC tuh nganyi tuh. Ini timnas Malaysia nih. Son, wih, bocil Son, ada bocil Son, mana bocil Son? Kok gak keluar dia? Son, wih, bocil Son, ada bocil Son, mana bocil Son? Timnas Malaysia Gary, wih Ripo XP Gary ini rumor kalau nggak salah. Paps nggak tahu Paps. Ciku pasti Godland. Mau Izanami kurang tahu aku. Cibi nggak tahu. Ajim nggak tahu. Oh itu tuh Ripo XP Gary rumor bener kan? Papsnya apa itu Paps? Paps itu jungler itu ya? Jungler apa gold lane itu? Oh Ciku cuman bawa gold. Izanami mid lane. Oh cuma Ciku sama Izanami mid lane. Momo XP. Ozorafeki jungler, Ajim jungler, Paps jungler, Roson roamer. Wow. Komen oke gak ambil Cibi padu main Factor, jungler pasti Gary padu assassin, so balance lah. Dari siapa nih? Dihapus ini. Oh ini Gary jungler, bener kan jungler kan? Oh junglernya Gary sama logonya aneh itu, Gary sama Son beda sama. Oh Sonnya Roma. Terus yang itu apa? Paps apa Paps? Head coach, Ozarapeki assistant coach, ya bilang lah, bedain lah. Aduh, pusing banget. Gary jungler, Cibi jungler, Izanami mid lane, Ciku sama Izanami satu. Ripo XP. Jadi ini dua nih. Ajim analis. Ajim. Ini loh, tiga ini loh. Ini coach Paps. Sama player sama. Aduh susah. Ini Ozorapeki Assistant coach, Papsnya assistant ini coach. Ajim analis. Ini Ajim analis. Ini rumor. Ini jungler. Ini XP, mid lane, gold sama mid lane cuma bawa 1, XP bawa 2. XP bener gak bawa 1 ya? Terus Momo apa? Momo tuh XP. Nah, XP 2, jungler 2, mid lane 1, roamer 1. Pas roamer ya, roamer 1. Sorn jadi roamer. Oke lah. Timnas MLBB Vietnam. Coba cek. Belum mulai nih. Wah. Sudah mulai. Oke. Kita mulai. Sabar. Nats pakai Esmeralda. Tidak ada counter Esme di sini. Sanfordnya untuk membackdoor Eman dan Exot ya kali. Yawi main Paramis. Game 3 RSG lawan Eko. Dipok-pok saya. Melissa Eman ini kurang rasanya. Cuman yang bagus main Melissa nih kalau sejauh ini tuh kalau di PH nih Super Marco tuh loh dari Blacklist mati, Sanford mati. Masih ada semua tuh. Berani deh. Sudahlah, Eko harus santai Eko. Nggak bisa kayak ini. Kalau mau menang nggak bisa kayak ini. Nah, Sanpoknya masih level 3. Nats no mana. Kal dapat. Direset ke adik-adik. Oh enggak. No ulti. This is Kal bro. MVP M2 main sampai sekarang. Respect Bang Aura, Mas Eko, Sanford. Langsung buat itu dia. Mungkin XP-nya buat itu duluan. Kalau SMI mah item dip semua pasti. Pecahan itu mau buat itu tuh warrior boots. Nah, pasti itu kan. Itu beli buku dulu YV nya. Purifier keluar. Purify. Tapi kalau punya kuat aja tuh.
Off-cam kill, down bottle wheel manipulation that's used by Sanford going on low. Irad.
That was so smart from Sanford. They actually went down so that he's able to proc his Sha essence and get the life lit up and not be threatened by Irad.
It past that tail whip.
Exactly.
Trying to get the kill on Irad, but Irad
Tipe main lag kayak gini nih.
a damage item
Pusing dia
first.
kalau di bawah HP-nya kali ya.
You're not only threat, you're not even expecting a lane swap here immediately.
Yeah, with that threat being evident, so they might be forced to take on defensive minded or in a defensive state.
Gak ada rapi-rapi yang lagi PH main kerasa kusuk semua dari playoff day one.
Goal lead at 5 minutes. Manageable, but definitely you have to be
Kuproy like nih harus di ini nih harus di
surely it isn't that big, but at the
harus
same
di
time,
notice ini, harus dilihat nih.
so what is the way out for RSG? I think that turtle number 3, which is spawning into the top lane. Since you have your Melissa anyways around the vicinity, activate it.
Well, that's called Ultra being activated now. Heavy spin.
Mau objektif nih.
The possible setup illumination on 2-3. Flicker out from light.
Ya Wino mana?
That move Echo takes and secures one turret up top from RSG. Oh, Light missed that jump, but now he's on low. Dropping down HP. Will RSG?
Oh, beni kete. Sunport OTW.
Black Dragon from
Eman no ulti.
now dropping down Emma.
Gas.
Goes down in hands of Sanford. Now they're going on trying on Nat.
Ini loh Sunport dari tadi kasih hero kayak gini harusnya. Tidak ada glue.
Down for RSG. One for Echo.
Tahu-tahu sudah terbang di atas awan.
In fact, but I think that the real winner was Echo just because of what Medicune did. He jumped in, popped the Purify before the ultimate of Light actually completed its animation. That allowed him to complete the blazing duet, zone out the rest of RSG. Surely they lost RTC in that exchange, but they gave so much to their gold laner. 1-0
Exalt
now
namanya.
up with the golden staff.
Nah, kali ini menang
In the
Echo.
time of his life,
Pasti menang Echo.
is really knows where to put their eggs on. They know the right basket.
Tergantung beni keteknya nih dapat apa tidak.
There was a lot left. I mean, Light was the one to drop first, but because of their peel going down immediately, RSG couldn't respond. Yeah, they took out Cartesi along the way, but that was a losing battle.
3 setup bawah.
Sanford doing up top.
4 setup bawah sudah free turtle.
So that if RSG goes
Udah saya keluar ya tree-nya kau.
shows their presence
masih,
around the
okay.
turtle fight, what he is going to do is to reset the turtle right away. So he's in that pixel where in just one movement the turtle will be reset, right? So that's a very smart way that Sanford did it because he's waiting for Kautisi to be up.
Now mid lane, turret on low HP as well. So now no exchange. Now they're trying to get in this orange. Nats and Irad senses something here. Oh, secured. Carl Teasy with a retribution.
Right in Iran's face. And it's a battle of tank junglers. Cartesi's got this. At least in this game alone.
Oh, Light. Good job.
Wow.
Being used to escape the wrath, but now Sanford will he
Ah,
down
sudah.
from the
Habis.
bottom.
Rata.
Secures two.
Rata.
Three, four members dropping down. Body Sanford making it a double. And Echo is now on a row and taking down.
Menang draft,
second
menang early,
turret.
udah habis.
Nats is the only one
Menit
left
8
for
habis tengah.
RSG.
Waduh, kelewatan.
Picture perfect engagement in mid.
Oh my god, you can't even write that, right?
Wah, tidak.
That is such a
Satu lagi. Satu wave lagi.
great play coming
Satu.
out
Tidak mau nih.
all the way to
Tidak
the
mau
end.
nih.
It might not even be planned. Maybe they're just, running on all instincts all together.
Kok bisa minionnya masuk ke situ tapi tidak ada ke
Pixel perfect
ngehitor.
and, second perfect when it comes to like their executions and layering their spells. Big credit to
Di luar Nurul.
that up, and of course Yawi and Sandy just outputting the damage. The fact that Yawi provides a call out momentum, that Echo will not be afraid of any kind of jump from RSG. They will have more sustain and more damage against their opponents, and this is a lot, the critical mass that we're looking for Echo.
Oh, boys, you know what's scary?
Free tap free.
Right, and he also ended it.
Setup lagi.
And now he wants to start once again.
Kan dia tahu levelnya menang. Nah, tidak mungkin tidak berani kalau level menang tuh pasti berani. Like-nya Bella dapat ini. Blickernya dan dia. Udah ada blicker. Aman deh, aman. Tarik lagi, aman. Oh, Yawi blicker enggak ya? Oh, tidak, cuy. Wow. Exot.
The typical counter to the Eve or any kind of
Sanji tadi dapet terus.
and RSG have shown us the entirety of the regular season and the playoffs that Exort is great with this Kanina and the way that he
Exot 1-2-1.
But Echo had the Nats They still
Sanji,
picked up
Sanpot,
the
dua San,
defender presence
Marga
from
San,
Karina because of one thing, the Paromis helping them out.
Freelord,
Just on point with the usage of the call
Freelord
dominance.
adik-adik.
And that was Exhort. That gave them presence around the Lord once again. And this means that Echo is going to be
Like-nya cas, like-nya cas.
lead over RSG.
Yep, the clean take on the first lord of this game. 7K ahead, 10 minutes, 30
Tiga
seconds
player.
in. Interesting to say that because yeah, the
Itemnya Pak
Paromis
Produser, itemnya Pak
does
Produser.
leave, but also it denied that amazing angle that Exort found. Mechanically, yes,
Miskin
pound
Exort.
for pound, Exort is possibly the best player in the world.
Yes.
But he found that angle. That's an impossible angle almost to find when you're losing, right? And he still didn't get the kill.
3 wave,
Paromis
jalan.
Yaois, not so bad.
Not so bad at all.
I like it. I'm here for it. And the thing, he's not even thicker.
Nggak mau clear ya.
Purify, but that's the idea, right? Maybe he's thinking, oh, I don't need my Purify at all. Surely it's great, but man, if he had the flicker, it would have even more impact. Just because of the fact that RC is not finding an opening.
Oh, Irad, he's now forced back to get his ace.
Nah, baru keluar ulti Sanji.
Will
Nah,
he make it through the burst to defend their base? Now the pace of RSG dropping down their defense as Cutie blazing to it. And they make out the defense.
11 menit.
RSG and Echo secures the win. And they're on match point.
The Orcas are just one game away. One game away from their second international tournament this year.
You know, in the ocean, like when there's a school of fish, right? When they're so synchronized. Imagine that, but make them orcas. That is how
Wow.
Echo approached that game. They're so on point. They knew how to chain their stunts. They know how to go for the jump, and that mid-lane team fight definitely sealed the victory for the side of Echo. There was no waking up from RSG. Fundamentally speaking, Echo had the better draft when it comes to team fights just because of the fairness and the Eve. And they come it up with this Sanford U-jump that struggled in the laning stage but picked it up when they have activated it. The moment that Echo built up as a school of fish slash orcas, there is no answer from RSG squad.
Oh, that is terrifying. I actually have the Lasophobia.
Yes,
I once
you do.
went to Palawan and in the shores, like just very nearby,
Yeah.
there's like World War planes underneath,
Oh.
little beaches nearby. Like I can't stand that.
Yeah.
So the fact that a school of orcas
Yeah.
are what took down the team here, I can't. I can't. And that's what this was. I can only really imagine how Yaoi's Faramis was shot calling, what the communications were. Because again, the lack of flicker will need a little bit more of synchronization. So I'm imagine he's going in Tagalog, of course. On me, watch me, check me. Because again, you're doing that for both the fools and the cold alters.
And that's just an amazing adjustment from Yawi from being in the flashy player onto the flickers on the Kufs, on Franco. Well, on this era and on the lower bracket semifinals, why adjust and why not using now to adjust things?
They're one win away from getting to MC. And repeating what happened in MPL Season 10.
Extension of the storyline.
Exactly.
But I'm not so sure the Raiders are going to allow just that. Not quite yet. Let's go ahead and throw it over to Red Mars Santa Cruz to break down this third game of the series.
game point untuk Echo.
Number 3. It is now 2-1. For the Orcas, play styles, one form of first not extended. If the system is alive, the lineup that is built on base heroes. Of course, we know the quad for Menemani, but John,
Timnas Myanmar MLBB 2023.
of Melissa's sending back their opponent in the first or second minute. First is stop. Ginawa ni Yawi this.
Falcon, oh yang kemarin di M4 kemarin. Ini yang menyulitkan siapa ya? Ricky apa siapa ya, lupa. Nah ini Myanmar guys, Falcon Esport. Ada Ken rasanya ini kalau nggak salah nickname-nya. Timnas Singapura, Timnas Kamboja. Kan ada kan. Source by One Esport ya guys ya. Diablo by Baby Kicks. Ini yang juara kemarin nih kalau nggak salah. Ini emas nih, ini nomor 1 nih, emas nih, ini sudah lah pasti. Laos belum dapat. Kamboja TM charging. Jungler duo XP duo midlane 1 emang. Capek
Arlen
guys.
and Kaja, I think is the pick.
Tapi kita harus semangat guys.
I think it just makes sense.
Alah 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 alah.
This could be still far row miss, right?
It is.
They can flex it.
Oh,
no.
eat Kaja, come on.
Kaji.
Semoga game yang terakhir ya guys. Ada backsound azan, alhamdulillah udah zuhur, ada backsound musik.
Arlen still is good.
Musik itu tidak tahu kalau lagi azan.
You don't wanna
Mereka cuek kalau lagi
so
azan.
bit of an opening.
That's right. And then if you do that, you open up the possibility of the Franco for Echo, and the Franco into the EMP situation.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh,
Siapa yang akan
It's up to Panda.
satu grup sama Onyx? Karena
It's like, what do you
oh belum sih, belum tentu sih. Kalau yang juara itu pasti satu grup dengan yang runner up.
Special for sure.
Pasti yang juara tuh tidak bakal ketemu sama runner up.
Answer the Martis.
Kalau PH sama Indo aja ya. Tapi kalau Male kan cuma satu.
Let's draft. Here we go.
Sanford di
game of inches. That little
Kaja
bit
lepas, Leco lepas,
what do I say?
Leco
Disruption that a Martis
Defend.
can do on the front end
Yeah.
gives it that edge.
Melisa tidak prioritas
You
pick
kind of
loh.
complement it with the glue wherein you cut it together. And then
Aduh,
you
sampai
are gonna wait
kasih
for a
glue
long
lagi.
range from Echo or maybe a long range marksman along the way. You kind of want to ban out Valentina Board of
Inisiasi Sanford itu, coach, ayolah coach.
just to make it so that even when it is a flex pick, at least you understand what it does. I think you
Sorry
also
guys, sorry
wanna
guys.
consider banning out
Sorry guys.
Echo special marksman, like or not marksman, gold laners, like Harith for example. Well, you do have the Franco to kind of control it. You know, you don't want to give so much of a comfort.
There it is.
There it is.
And a Harith with a Faramis supporting it.
Yeah,
It's just
it's too much.
little kids that energize their body with magic already. If you
Nightmare.
allow him to keep going with a cult altar, it's like he just woke up from a nap.
Oh my god. There's a lot of like, I kind of imagine that. I can imagine how it looks like. But yeah. Okay, so you even want to consider something like a mid-sitar ban here for RSG. Just make sure that you cross your T's and you dot your I's if you're going up against Echo, right?
That's how lethal Penny can be as good in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Despite their difficult position now in the lower bracket.
Exactly.
successful run from yesterday still. Yes,
Okay.
it's still a bad
Yeah.
for the mid-star.
Cross your T's, dot your I's. Okay, this means that Echo, if they want to keep the integrity of the flexibility, I mean, of this fairness, you want to pick up your gold laner now. So what are the options? Claude could be good. Melissa could also be good.
Kita mati.
But
Ah,
in the
guys, ada
presence of
lampu,
the
guys.
Eve, maybe you want to consider something really long-ranged, like Beatrix. And if you take away the Beatrix, right? Oh, so they can't go Kaja this time.
It still comes through, so you're
Still
confirming a
comes
mid Faramis.
Yep. Okay, RSG, you have to snatch the carry.
Jelek, jelek.
Or I guess when it comes to choosing between carry and Beatrix, right? I think the carry gives you much more value just because of the fact that any combination with the Kaja, be it carry or Beatrix, will be able to gun down your heroes. But most importantly, the carry will allow Echo to have damage against the Frederick and the Franco. So I think you go carry in here for RSG, then finish up with a
Ada yang nyari Mirko kah?
instead they go Arlen
Caster
and
English,
Beatrix.
English di
So, but that means carry,
Indo.
right?
There you go.
Oh.
Ayolah, donate lah, please, donate lah.
The problems are there as well. Again, RSG have to dig themselves out of this to make it a game 5. But I wonder. There's a relative amount of comfort, by the way, that Coach Pan
Oh, for sure.
considered. It's like,
Yeah,
Alright.
I agree. Like Beatrix for Eman, right?
Yep.
I remember one amazing songwriter kind of wrote something about be ready for Eman, the shotgun of Eman.
yep.
Yeah, a great songwriter wrote that, right? Like the lyrics kind of goes
Yeah.
like that.
I believe the composer was named Francis Cantero.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the guy from MPL Season 9.
Hey, by the way, cantero in Italian, or was it Italian or Spanish? It means singer.
And
Yes.
yes,
That's
and,
true.
It also translates into a mason.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. True.
How do you know this?
I just
Do you know the guy?
maybe a far cousin.
Real quick before we load into the game, the contrast of blue is orange from the color wheel. Thanks, Johnny. Going into game
Okay.
number 4 here. Again, the Orcas are threatening elimination. The Orcas are threatening the series win against RSG.
Kita mulai game keempat.
Shotgun.
Apakah ini
okay, to echo what
akan
Elo has
dimenangkan
said,
oleh
there's a lot of
Iku
comfort on
untuk
the
melaju ke
choice of
MSC
picking up the Beatrix instead of the
bersama
carry. I
Blacklist?
still believe
Apakah
that they should have
game
taken away the
akan
carry. Because
disamakan
now, for
kedudukannya
Echo,
menjadi 2 sama
you will have
oleh
access to
RSG
HP-based
Slit?
damage
Kita lihat.
against Irad's
Kalau
Fredrin
dari
and
draft
Knight
sih
Franco.
Enak.
So that is very
Enak
scary.
ini,
And
enak.
Yawi has that
RSG
one-shot
sih,
potential. There's 2 ways to kind of snag the members
Tidak,
of RSG.
tidak
Even
ada yang
3
bisa
ways
pegang
actually,
si
because if you count
Iratnya itu nanti.
the Shadow Stampede. So that means Ben
Tidak
Kitty will have
sekedar
a
tarik
great
dari
time.
kaca
The only
doang
threat
bisa
that the RSG poses
dengan
is that
catatan
there is that
karinya
Eve
itu
that kind of
tidak fair.
counters the carry.
Kah,
But
kelihatan.
that's not a hard counter. That's just like a soft answer.
Yeah, considering that there's so much CC and team fights that Echo can have, Light needs to have a good angle in making those Iron Hook and Bloody Hunt work. Most of the time because there's 2 could catch him, even 3, from the Ashura out of Carl Teasy.
Yeah.
Here's a relatively mum first couple of minutes. No real skirmishes, no engagement so far. Both teams understand the gravity of the situation.
A great move from Light, by the way. A mini move that
Yeah.
he did. Typically, as the jungler, you would want to get the opposing jungler's Lizard, which in this case is Cartesi wanted to take the blue side Lizard on the left side of the map. But Light denied that with a hook.
Looks like Vision now is on RSG. Meanwhile, Nats trying to overload and poke some resources out of Egg on the other side. And that is a reset for the Turtle. Now, okay, Nats is going to be trapped. Carl Teasy gets the first blood. Now Irad being pulled back in into 4. Carl Teasy on a double kill.
2K for the big K, going straight for the Turtle.
The big
Ada suara mobil.
Okay,
Tahan saja
I
ya,
take
guys.
that. I'll allow it.
I mean, is there a bigger K in this game?
I don't know.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah,
He's
there's
the-
no
He's the best in the world.
That's why I'll
facts,
allow it. Alright?
stats. Carl Teasy,
Yeah.
2-time world champion.
Yeah. He outdid Irad's
Waka,
Lancelot
waka.
by 15 times. Right?
That's a stat right there.
Great stat. By the way, yeah, great start from Echo. With a 1,000 gold lead that they have now going in for them. This allows Cartesi to be more aggressive, even more aggressive, right? So Sanji rocking this position for Faramis will mean that he will dish out a lot of damage. But what is really underrated from a mid lane Faramis is that the amount of shields that you get with this position 4 Faramis is even greater than you would from a roaming Faramis. So you can be aggressive and defensive at the same time. And Echo can rally behind that. Like I said, the choice that they did, third picking this Martis, allows them to have more dive potential. Someone to go with the Kaja and the
buka
blue.
lu, buka lu.
So you have to be
Yeah.
really careful
Eman,
for RSG.
oh, Mortal Coil has been connected, forced out a flicker, that's the bite. Carl Teasy falling down, making 3 kills onto the GOAT.
It's a lot of stops that RSG needs to make now. 2.3k. And the fact that Eman is taken out, oh man, really, the decision from RSG, the first 3 picks that they did was great, right? The draft that they are doing. It's just that in the last 2 picks, they decided to go for an Arlet instead of something like a Lapu Lapu so that they can man fight in the early stages. And then they also opted to go for the Beatrix instead of the carry. You can argue that the Beatrix in the early stages is a
Betul
much
banget
more
sih,
farm
Bulu.
dependent compared to a carry.
Yeah, and now this opens up good news, bad news, right? You already laid out the bad news. There's a
Yeah.
lot of it. Overweight.
Okay, yeah, we has been trapped. Iron Hook plus real world manipulation. Eman secures the kill, and that's 1 for their marksman. But Benecutie throwing out some light wheels here, but Sanji to the rescue.
Oh.
Okay,
All right, good news. Like that. RSG actually has a pretty solid box. When RSG says, we want this, and it's up to their tempo, and again, we know that up to the late game, Nats is
Boleh
capable
full
of forcing such responses.
Ooh.
Nice use of the iframe. Then yeah, it's not all doom and gloom for RSG, despite this almost
Yeah.
3k gold lead at 5 minutes.
They have massive team fight and pickoff. They have to really rally behind their pickoff potential from the Bennett's Rage and Light. I think they're waiting for the Blade of Despair, which is now available for Eman to go with the boots. He rushed for that Blade of Despair. And despite having a death, in fact, you can argue that he's got a decent time.
Well, speaking of decent time, looks like Echo is up top there.
Yeah.
Sambil
Trying
sorot
to
enak kali
pressure
ya.
in the marksman
ya,
of
guys, ya.
RSG. Eman, on the
dulu
other
ya.
hand,
Ngantuk
would
ini kalau
need aid
di-
for this one.
Yeah. That is gonna be the Radiant Armor picked up by Nats, which is actually, if you think about it, there's not much magic threat.
He's afraid of Sanji, Yawi,
Wow.
and Sanford. I don't know, man. I think
Wow.
Carl
This is
Teasy is a real
interesting.
threat at this point, but
I agree. I was just about to say that the real threat here is Karltizi. That is interesting decision from Nats.
we'll see how it pays off.
Yeah.
Because again, he's also very active. So off tempo, unconventional response.
A good hook plus through the manipulation. Now Threes trying to suppress members of RSG. Now
Whoa.
Benecuti takes down the turret. Now will they respond in for a kill? Exort takes down Sanford. Now the members of Echo are now turning back. And Emma slaying down Yawi. Now that's a back away and retreat for Echo. Will they have a safe passage back to base? And mid lane will be the answer for their retreat. But Light and Irad still on pursuit. Will they still push it? No, they won't.
So there you go. That's why
Yeah.
they were gonna be aggressive still.
Yeah, massive pickoff decision and punish from RSG. Now they will take a turn up top, so they will even cut out the deficit. The fact that they are able to last through that just because of their good team playing and great landing of spells that allows them to have more impact in this mid game. But Echo, right at the get-go, will take out the turtle.
Well, speaking of going with the go, Carl Teasy secures the last turtle of the game. Echo on the lead, 2.8k.
Here's what's scary. Irad, he himself knows how scary a Marcus is that's on fire.
Yeah.
And that's what Carl DZ is right now.
Okay.
He's sitting at 3-0-0. And
Yeah.
he's building up very well.
Yeah. He's gonna be going for the casual items, right? Casual leg blades, casual multi-essence, brute force breastplate. We know that the Martis spams a lot of skills. That means that you're more incentivized to have more impact. Now, this is an impactful Radiant Armor. Yeah, we picking it up means that he can last through Exhort's initiations, right? Because that's the only threat now. And it allows them to kind of, for lack of a better term, like neuter the damage output of Exhort.
Oh, that's the Mortal Coil. Will it still connect? Yawi, that's the Ring of Order. Now, will they get a catch? No, they're just poking them out, forcing them back on their turret's defense.
Yeah.
Forcing a flicker out of light. So Echo knows that for the next, minute and a half, they can't be engaged on.
That's the Flicker plus the Ring of Order, then make it and a Divine Judgment onto Nats.
Oh.
Falling down, but now
Whoa.
that's the Iron Hook and Bloody on combo. Carl Teasy being saved by the ultimate of Sanji. Now they're going back to base. Sanford, the Jelly Man, is trying to catch out one. Light dropping in low, but Carl Teasy, will he secure the kill? But Sanford takes that one down. But Echo will now fall back. Void Crystal gonna hurt and gonna peel something out. Sanji forcing them back to base. RSG on a retreat back.
The Jelly Man
The
cutting the
Jelly
line straight through RSG. If he wasn't there, if 40 couldn't do what exactly he was doing, then that could have been a deja vu moment from top lane.
And what did we say? The real threat is Carl Teasy. 3-0 and 1. Damage output is there. No armor from the entirety of RSG.
No
We're looking
pants.
just the items. Dominance eyes surely on Franco, but there's really not much when it comes to frontlining against the damage output of Echo. So an interesting decision from RSG. By the way, big props to Sanji not even having to commit his flicker to save his mate after getting pulled back by the hook. That is how good his positioning is.
Well, speaking of positioning, Carl Teasy has eyes on Light. Will they take down the rower of RSG? Real manipulation is going to be set up. Here's Carl Teasy takes down Light. There's no Iron Hook combo set up for RSG. Echo has a clear eyes on this Lord.
They're at a
4
man
members.
advantage.
Oh my.
Can they force it?
Not, can who force it? I think it's just Echo just gonna be taking this for themselves.
Look at Benny.
Benny, nobody spots in the storm. Where's the storm coming from? Eman is on the killing spree. Sanji's down. Benecuti still waiting for the right timing now. Lord is on dropping down health. Echo remains on 3, but here comes Menemani on the spinning line. Will he make it? Will he make it to the Drams as Era taking down the buff? No, Yawi trying to hold on and defend Menemani, but that's Evan shutting down Carl TC, making it 3. Bodies dropping down Echo, and Nats taking down the Storm as well. Menemani's down, and RSG is just drawing a clapback from that objective.
The Raiders are alive, and they are here. Wolf Echo may have taken a little too much time.
Definitely. Really, too much time that they were staying outside of the range of RSG. And now Eman is threatening. Does have the sniper. Isn't showing his shotgun just yet, as the great Francis Cantero would have written that script. Maybe this
Not
time
yet.
he is gonna be relying on the Bennett. What is Bennett? It's a grenade launcher, right? Is it a grenade launcher or a?
Yeah, let me check that out. Let me see.
The grenade launcher.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a
it's
grenade launcher. All right.
And, yep. Everybody who's using Beatrix properly now has learned to use this gun to its strengths.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
they're threatening a penetration up top.
Is this a deja vu on the upper bracket? Are they forcing a game number 4? The Raiders final slash has caught one. Sanford dropping his HP low. Will he still survives? Jellyman bouncing onto base. They will melt this Lord, but they traded out for a turret up top.
The fact that they got a turret after the first Lord, and now they're leading by 2,000 gold, that is massive for RSG, who was trailing 3,000 gold behind. And all it took was one team fight where Echo really made the un-Echo kind of strategy, where in Benecute they just waited for so much time.
Yeah, what was it, a minute?
It was probably a minute.
A Lord dance, and then he
Exactly.
was waiting and waiting, and then RSG said, you know what, let's just pull the trigger. And
Yeah.
that's what caused us to be here now, about, what, 3 or 4 minutes later.
Exactly.
Ooh.
But seal play could be potential.
Ooh.
It's not going to be the case.
Spot it. Spot it. Like spot it.
Now this is
Oh, different conceal play.
tricky situation. Yeah, no, Echo is unaware of this massive rotation that RSG is doing.
And Echo, being unaware, just want to group themselves up. Want to make sure that Sanji's in the vicinity. Make sure that they get the buffs. Now they're trailing behind. I still think that Echo can have a teamfight damage
Uh-oh.
for this one.
They're now on
look
the
at
opposing
that!
side. That's the initiation coming in from Nats. Final slash. Now Benecute's being saved, but Ultimate Sanji will the cold Alder be the answer here. Benecute taking down Nats. Now the remanipulation will be sticking now for the solution of Echo. What is B? What is the target here? It's Era trying to get front line of Pacers. Rat still sustained by Sanford. Now Sanji.
Oh, the hook!
Taken by Exort plus the hook. Now they're on a roll. Sanford is now
Bener kan?
backing down.
Susah kan megang
140!
And
Red
RSG is on a mission
Bener
to
kan?
force another game, and Echo forced back to base to clear the minions.
That's more than worth it, man. Nats for Benny Cutie at this point, plus a free Luminous Lord.
Bener kan?
Man,
Bisa
RSG
di
on a
mana dia
tear. Great decision making and great usage of their
Ulang, bentar ya.
Back to base, RSG on a retreat back.
from RSG. By the way, big props to
Clear
Can Hoop.
for the right timing to defend a bit. Will he make it to the health? Echo remains on 3, but here comes Menemani on the spinning line now. Lord is on dropping down health. Echo remains on 3, but here comes Menemani on the spinning line. Will he make it? Will he make it to the Drams as Era taking down the buff? No, Yawi trying to hold on and defend Menemani, but that's Evan shutting down Carl TC, making it 3. Bodies dropping down Echo, and Nats taking down the Storm as well. Menemani's down, and RSG is destroying.
Bener kan? Susah megangnya Vedrinnya. Dakati burst. Dakati area kayak ini.
Right?
It is.
We were just waiting for RSG to hit critical mass,
Yep.
and Echo had to go a massive lead.
Yep.
Where's massive lead?
Yep.
Where's the clapback for Echo? How do they do this? This
Oh.
lineup that they have, it's not so good when you're trapped inside your base.
Exactly. They need to go pickups now. Yawi has been acting as if he was like something like a Kufra or a Grok with AoE damage, with AoE stun, the way that he flickers in. Surely he has immortality in that previous engagement. But I think that for Echo,
Balik gitu.
they have to understand now they have to play to their strengths. Pickoffs. That is what they can bring to the table. Single target damage.
But a pick off inside their base isn't as easy to find.
It isn't.
And here he goes conceal.
And there
There you
goes
go.
the conceal that we're looking
Oh,
for
what a
and on the pull, but the exchange of the iron hook and the bloody hunt. That goes Yowie's life to go down, but now Sanford, Sanji, and three members of Echo trying to hold in, trying to catch Emma to make it in a double. Now Echo's body's dropping down low. Echo is on the state, and RSG is forcing another game.
And Nat stayed alive after getting hooked.
That's right.
And another hook!
Astagfirullah. Like,
And it's not stopping the iron hook. 1 and 2, and that's the catch.
on.
Carl Teasy, will he still make it for the defense though?
Yeah, he
No,
will.
he won't. Exort secures the damage, secures the kill. Now the base is open for RSG to take.
They're clearing the minions though.
Can
And
they
there's
hold
a
it?
fight.
Oh, now there goes down.
There's a minion.
Yowie falls.
There's one minion.
There's 2 members still. He lifted
What?
his friend.
Yeah.
They're still making it
The
through.
waves are here. Oh,
That's it.
Sanford, the only one left at the base. RSG's forcing a game number 5.
would you not have expected
Game
any
lima
less from the
is
Kings
real.
of Sea?
Light. Hooks of a lifetime. Making them survive. Elimination once again and force a game 5. And then of course Nats. Amazing with the Arlot. Final slash catching multiple members of Echo. A repeat of game number 2. And both of them together rallying behind the damage output of Emin. Finishing this game off. Heading into game 5. Franco and Arlot. You should be looking at that if you're Echo.
Wolf, Francis,
Wow.
they questioned the way they drafted. It
Wow.
was all because they knew what they were going to go for.
Exactly.
There was a method to the madness, and RSG Slave Philippines said just wait and watch.
Shotgun of Emin. This time it's the grenade launcher as well as the sniper.
Music to my ears.
Wow.
Music to my ears.
And we're back to day number 3, right? Or 2?
2.
Day number 2, and it's game 5.
I'm pretty sure this last pick, Arlott and Bea, were notes in that secret weapon of light, that
Yeah.
notebook
Yeah.
on the go.
Exactly. I'm in disbelief because imagine this. Eman died first in the laning stage.
Very early on.
Very early. But we did take note that he didn't really trail behind his lane matchup. He was just about 200 gold away compared to Ben Curie. But then he nails a triple kill just because of that initiation coming out from Nats. And of course the mistakes that Echo did. So apart from some of the decisions from giving the comfort to RSG, another thing that Echo needs to kind of answer now is the way that they're waiting too much
Yep.
to find an opening.
The extra 5 or 6 seconds that Benny waits to initiate.
tidak ada yang
Let's see what
wow
else
nih
Andres
PH
has to say.
4.
Red Santa Cruz, it's your turn. Talk to me.
Yo, there we go. Game 5. Once again. Once again. There we go. Echo and RSG will go to 5 games. 5 forever for these two. And really thought because of the hot start that Echo found, the early game first turtle double kill for Carl Teasy. Starting it off with a 3-0 by taking down Eman eventually in the top lane. It really looked like it was Echo's time. It was Echo's game. Pero yung classic statement ng never underestimate the heart of a champion, pinakita ng RSG Slates Philippines. What they did there was, for our international viewers, we taught you this in English, in the English broadcast, pagalingan ng pindutan. It was just RSG Slate finding the right opportunities, saving the skills, and maximizing the right skills at exactly the right time. We have to talk about again yung crucial start ng Echo. Why RSG had to claw this back is because the early double kills onto a Martis. And Martis is one of the things we have to focus on here because dahil nga sa lead na nahanap ng Echo and RSG clawing from behind, nang iba yung team fight approach ng RSG. Isa sa mga rason kung bakit other than the crowd control immunity na meron ng isang Martis is kailangan mo talaga i-factor in yung ultimate niya. Kung kung saan makaka-chain ultimate, mag-chain siya ng ultimates, kill after kill, you don't want to give that to a Martes. That's why nakita natin, nag-iiba yung approach ng mga teams na kalaban ang Martes. They have to play smarter and they have to play sharper and watch out for their health, conserve key abilities, especially dashes and flickers at the right time para hindi sila malagay sa pwesto kung saan makaka-chain ng ultimate ang isang Martes. And that came in big, especially in that first Lord fight kung saan naikot ng RSG yung laban. It was mentioned earlier by our analysts as well on both broadcasts that one of the reasons why you pick that team up against that Martes is so that if ever you can use it to cancel out or force out the ultimate of the Faramis, the called alter early, using a real-world manipulation. And that's exactly what happened in Turtle number 1. Nung nagsasayaw at naglalaban yung dalawang teams around that first Lord, we saw that Sanji had to use the cult altar to keep Echo alive. And without the cult altar, of course, Sanji would be put into a difficult position wherein magsha-shadow stampede siya into many members of RSG without his crucial ultimate. And Naths understood that, RSG understood that. That final slash para naman display si Sanji meant that a good amount of magic damage on the side of Echo was gone. Yung Ghost Bursters ng Faramis was important in terms of being able to deal the damage for Echo. And with that, they just continued it. Because of some great positioning from Emma and Exort, and of course Light with the hooks, very disrupted, and of course initiating with it, RSG got to the point where Irad could retry steal that Lord, and over again they just found hooks, they found catches, they found opportunities to keep the lead and turn the game around for the Raiders, and the MVP of MSC 2022 gets the MVP in this crucial game number 4 as Eman with 10, 2-on-3 and Beatrix realizing that in that scenario lamang na ang RSG, in the zone na ng ang RSG. Eman just needed to stay alive. He just needed to watch his positioning, free hit, because if you can sidestep that glue, kung hindi ka mahuli ng glue ni Sanford, then that is all you need. All the space you need to be able to free hit. A well-deserved MVP here for Eman. And again, what RSG did here was nothing short of just them showing off kung bakit sila naging champion ng MSC.
Sambil makan guys, sambil makan guys. Masih ngelit ini, Eko masih ngelit sama sampai 3.000 hampir 4.000. Tuh. Sama-sama gak sabar, Eko nih gak sabar. bay budak ini, botak turun nih. No. Manggusin bay, cok. Oke, grafik. Oke, Carl. So you launch Carl. Show your launcher. Carl.
They're likely to ban the Grok. Because he's more likely to pick the Grok. Exactly. Yeah, what you just said, I'm gonna veto that. RC, if they're, again, costs your team, start your eyes, the fundamentals. That is the fundamental of the fundamental. You ban out all of the competitors from the opponents and make sure that you're not driven by cheese picks. And mix it out, even when you know that Echo have a deep pool when it comes to like the marksman choices, you still ban it out because you still want to pick up the Beatrix. There it is. So why did they ban it out? Because they want to pick up the Beatrix nonetheless. There's the Lolita. Oh, it was on the tip of my tongue. Yeah. So they're pigeonholing light into picking. There's the Beatrix, as we mentioned. Into picking the Grok. Then you go Claude if you're Echo. Or Melissa, actually. Oh, Marcia Carey. A very Echo draft. RSG, only the Grok remains. And it's still good. Think about it. Both teams are coming in fully loaded, ready to go. They have heroes that they can work with. We can expect a great match. I wouldn't mind a Joe last week though. Well, just out of left field. Yeah. But I think that the Grok just makes total sense. Oh, they're hovering it. Uh-oh. Is it? This is a Joe. Man, he's got like 3 solid targets. But he just has to go through Yaomi. There we go. Finally. There it is. The Kung Fu Boy. A very RSG draft versus a very Echo draft for the last game that will decide who the next representative for MSC will be. You cannot write a better story than this. This is better than fiction because we're living in it.
Exactly.
Live. Wow.
45 games to 3 before this series started. There was a 12-0 run for the Lancelot
Kata
of Carl TZ
komentator,
himself.
really
And he's gonna show up.
Echo draft and really RSG draft.
Or will he?
Saling
Will
balas
Irad actually
draft.
win this?
Intinya saling balas.
I'm so excited Wanted to know.
This is poetic because off of
What
the
do
back
you
of
mean?
the hero that Carl Easy used for a majority of the run to win the M4 World Championships, he went to his old flame. He went back to the Lancelot.
Oh man, I wish he would rock the. Oh, he didn't. This is though, however, this is an iconic Cartesi skin. However,
As well, yes.
yeah, this is the 12-0 run,
Yep.
season 6.
Even before the M2 skin.
Yeah.
Let's get into it, folks. The last time you might see one of these teams in the playoffs this season.
Oh, MSC. And riding this Joe, surely the Grok would have been also good, right? So that you can have a way to cancel the Farsa ultimate. But at the same time, the elimination factor with this Joe,
Ikut
coupled
guys,
up with
makan tadi
Eman,
guys.
man, Light and Eman Beatrix, that's a championship winning strategy.
Match made in heaven.
Exactly.
We're seeing it right before our eyes. Still a quiet start here.
Very quiet.
First minute though.
Ah,
for
kan.
RSG.
Jangan kasih glue, harus kasih yang inisiasi si Sanfordnya nih. Lapu, Yujong.
Carltese wants to visit the bottom
Kasih
lane
gue bisa
first.
cover
Eman's
doang,
gonna be
anjing.
prepared for it. As Light is also there, looming in direction. By the way, Iran onto the top lane, where the XP lane is.
Just a mirror start.
Yeah.
Grab going down, both of the gold lane. I love how quiet it's going. The tension is just building.
Tension so much.
This happened on day 2.
Bye.
The seeds were planted then.
See, there's so many things to talk about for sure, right? But we are, I guess it's fine for us to be at full spectator mode here.
That's all I want to do.
Same, hard same, bro. I mean,
Watch.
I can line up all of the analysis for
Oh.
everything.
Sanford has eyes on Iran. Now Thorn Rolls being used to poke and escape. And now Light is trying to look for Carltese, who will make this first
Wash.
objective. Taken down by Sanji with a little manipulation. Plus now 1-to-1 kills.
Wow.
And RSG is trying to take Yaoi down. And Iran secures the kill.
That is the kick, the value that you get out of the Joe. Great decision from RC. If they continue this, want to take the purple buff, but they will not. Well, they will know that Sanji's
Ada
ultimate
apa
will be
dengan
up anytime
Eku?
soon, so they don't want to
Trust
be
Isuka
over-aggressive
Eku.
there. They already won by 1 kill, so they are not going to be stretching their luck.
Yeah, that was an odd exchange. Again, if not for the whole Sanji getting the turtle themselves, I would have said it was a win for Echo. But yeah, no, RSG got quite a bit on that trade too.
Meanwhile, on the pressure down bottom Light. Oh,
Whoosh,
yeah, we
whoosh.
misses that jump. Just trying to check in on who's on that bush, the long bush we're talking about. So eyes on the gold lane, Emon and the Manicutie.
Yep. Now we can make the most of this Y bush here. Try and stop the vision that Light is providing. But at this point,
Kamera di Parsha ya, kamera di Parsha ya. Lihat nih.
enough of a reason.
Kamera di Parsha, kamera di Parsha.
Emma, he knows how to protect himself very well.
The thing is, RSG, they can activate the Beatrix sooner than you would activate the carry, especially because there's a delivery option, right? Cash on delivery, Light is
Straight to your door.
straight gonna be delivering straight to Eman's door.
Door to door.
And if you compare that with a carry that needs to go up close and personal, does have the Purify to help himself up, but if you think about it, like RSG would have a confirmed kill faster than Echo would. So the turtle being in the vicinity of the gold laner for RSG means that they can actually deploy the Beatrix in the coming minute.
That makes total sense why Yaoi is always with the gold lane to amp up something from Manicutie. Now Carltese.
For the pull.
Okay, Exort. There's now
Flicker.
Sanford trying to box out 3. Now Yaoi's
Oh,
looking
the
for someone to
delivery.
jump for the setup, but now what's the delivery? It's Carltese
Oh!
securing the turtle now. Nats. Will he make something out of the final slash? Yeah, that is 2. Catching Sanji and Carltese. Now Emma takes down Yaoi. And that's 2 members down for Echo.
Very expensive turtle for Echo.
Yeah. They lost 2. They got the turtle anyways, so there's a little bit of an economic damage. However, RSG, because they can
Dualin
transition into
itu
the
dia
bottom
berarti
lane and
nanti.
Exert already popping the Nova so that
Info
the
banget
full
kemarin
turret
0-4-0.
shield will be taken out by Eman
Darang
for 4 gold.
gendong-gendong.
That means that they definitely had
Nyusahin, Jo.
the better trade-off in that exchange.
Sanji tadi
The
kecepatan
Raiders are
ultinya.
happy to see the outcome of these engagements so far, 5 minutes in. Something to note as well, Sanji and Minikuri respecting very much the threat of activation that Light and Exhort and even Nats present. Hell,
Yeah.
even Irad. So yeah, this choice of coming in with the Purify might be stonks, but there is this one downfall.
Yeah.
It's telegraphed. You know that when they decide that this is our box, this is where we fight, that's it, they're committing to it. That's right.
Okay, so there's pros and cons to it. if
Kalah
ever
sih
they
nih
miss
Eko
a
nih.
chance.
RSG masuk lagi nih.
Okay. There's no push gonna be happening for Echo whatsoever into the bottom lane. Great defense from RSG. And up top, it's gonna be Nats to defend against Sanford. Both XP-laners 0, 1, and 1 up to this point, and both of them play a critical role. It's gonna be up to Sanford to stop Eman in the mid-game team fights, whereas for Nats, he is designated to aid Exhort when it comes to landing the real-world manipulation. If Echo is
Martato,
taken
ya.
out of the box, it is up to the
12.
final slash of Nats to put them inside that box.
A deadly combo as we
Pok
discussed.
lagi, tas. Lagi. Gebok lagi.
Oh, seal play by Yawi. Checks in. Y-Bush. Jumping on Irad.
Now he catches one, now commits the ultimate. Feather airstrike
mati.
now being used on 3. Now Eman, he's still free.
Oh, mati.
Onto the back lines, but now
Nice. Nah, ini nih kebangkitan.
Now with a follow-up onto the third,
Dapat lagi
Sanford's
kita.
now trapped in the defenses of RSG. And
Ini
Yawi secures that one. And Echo is still now biting
Nah.
back. 3
Mid
members down
dapet,
for RSG.
mati 3, turtle dapet, bawah dapet. Natnya tidak join.
Pushing up top.
Itu Sanford dari tadi, Cuk. Kasih
Echo and RSG are just
hero
pulling
yang
through.
inisiasi.
The moment that
Aku
RG
mau
let
lihat
go
Eko lawan
and
Epos
showed
lah
some signs
intinya.
of weakness, Echo just pulled it back heavily. They took the turtle, they took the mid, they took the bottom lane turret, and they took a kill onto Eman. And it's all because of Sanford's opening.
Nah
The moment
iya,
that we
Sanford
said
emang
that
harus
his
kasih
role
hero
is
yang
so
inisiator.
critical. He is the designated killer on to Eman's Beatrix. He delivered. Bloodlust axe to keep himself alive.
Kasihlah bawah tuh.
Sure that he
5
was
ada di
on
bawah.
the timing to take out
Kasih
the
lah, kasih,
Beatrix
kasih.
of RSG.
Man, you could've sworn
Jangan
that
muncul
Raiders
Sanford,
fighter
bocil
is
Sanford. Wah
longer
mati
than
kau deh.
most, about
Speaker
4 or
tak
5
kancing.
inches. Oh!
No, they're committing.
5-on-1!
They're committing to one. To just take down Sanford.
Cancel dia. Seras, cancel. Cancel lagi. Sat.
Not delaying everybody to go home.
Dude, Sanford for 2 turrets? Stonks.
Oh my god, Echo with Mitch as the manager.
1-2 kan.
She's taught everybody from Echo how to manage their expenses, and you know the
Echo
trades
cuma
are
ngenyambut
so good
doang.
for Echo.
Miss Mitch Liwanag, a veteran of years in the esports industry. She was once a player back in the day, and boy oh boy has she whipped these boys into shape.
And that's true. Great combination of tough love and not tough love.
No, she understands exactly what they're going through.
Exactly.
True and good parenting stuff.
That's a hell of a combo. That's why they're world champions, no doubt.
So you guys, what you're saying earlier about that how the setup of RWM will work. Oh, are they forcing it? Okay. Ultimate from Light. Now they cage in one. Well, Eman is trying to isolate that. Look at that, Nats run into the middle, but now the damage of Benny Cutie is too much for Nats Entertainment, and he falls down. Sanford survives with a slither of health, and Echo is here, still taking this Lord. Light will not go home just yet, but Irad here
Gas
face
ya,
off
Wi,
with
jangan
Carl
balik dulu.
Teasy, a showdown on who might end this, but no, it's not the Lord. It's 3.
Oh, this is Carl.
Them back to their own base.
Signed, sealed, and delivered. Carl Deasy gave him an autograph.
Oh, what was that? I think Manji mentioned something along the lines of when you were
No
still
retry.
playing Mia, I'm already a legendary Lancelot.
Legendary
That
Lancelot.
is the translation.
Nah,
And
Irat
by the
belum
way,
ada
Carl
gelar,
Casey,
jangan
before
baca.
that fight started, he was
Ini
3
2
levels
kali
ahead
juara
of Irat.
juara dunia, Cuk.
And this is
Kau dapat
confirmation
apa, Irat?
of
Kau belum ada
Echo
apa-apa,
activating Carl
Irat.
Casey with 5
Langsung
assists, and
ngeklaim
the
kalau
fact
kau
that
tuh lebih
RC
hebat
are
dari.
grouping up together. Carl Casey had a lot of power for his own, which meant that he will have more EXP
Upamecano
compared to
ini.
Irat, who had to group up for his team. The fact that RC aren't converting into kills meant that there will be no bonus for Irat to join those fights. And in that Lord fight that we saw, when Nats went in and went for the final slash to go with a combination of the real world manipulation, Echo's decision was, okay, let's punish Nats as soon as possible.
Enggak sih. War X.
So far, Echo's game plan, what they're gonna do with this 6k gold lead about 10 minutes, 40 seconds in, is to choke out RSG. They're not letting him out of the base.
No, nobody's going home. Nobody's going out, rather. But there's a push up top, though. The clear of Echo right now is keeping RSG Slate Philippines busy on what to do. It's just 11 minutes.
Yep, and here's Carl Dizzy's tempo. We keep noting when Irad builds at Warax, this is where Carl Dizzy gets his.
Great hold from RSG, not losing one of their inhibitors.
Solid defense.
Very important at this point in the match. If there's one thing that we know for RSG, if they have found their opening, they can come back. That is what we saw in games number 3 and 2. Even when they're trailing behind, they can find an opening. This time, it's much needed for the RSG squad.
That's right. It's not impossible that with this lineup, with the tools that they have drafted themselves with, that they get a comeback. We've seen it happen in this very series. Raiders hold out. Your team knows exactly what they're doing here.
Okay, Echo is still on the lead by just looking at the items on our screen. The only that they can depend on damage here is Eman. He's the one richest goal that's been earned in RSG. Now, who could be the possible second player here that could add more to that damage?
At this point, I'd say it's Exort.
Nah,
Oh,
mati.
Wait. Way of the Dragon being served.
Nah.
Hot to RSG.
Buat gerakannya tuh.
Irad secures the kill. Was Yowie in too deep in getting information?
Too deep. Absolutely too deep.
Yeah, Echo got nothing from that.
Fortunately for Echo, Orne is going to be 26 seconds. And Yahweh will be just in time for that one, but they cannot afford those kind of blunders.
That's right. It was a misstep. They didn't trip, not completely. They didn't face plant themselves, but they could have done without it. One con because of that exchange, or rather give, for RSG Slate, is that Yowie can't position himself
That's true.
optimally. Yeah, he
That's
won't be able to find the right push to protect his lineup from the choke.
I completely agree with that.
No flicker has been used though.
But LTC having 2 levels ahead of Irad, it makes them very comfortable. This is oh, he actually went for the War Axe first.
That's right. Yeah.
And Irad, yeah, he's putting up an Irad.
Oh, that's the
Nice.
and Echo is going.
Nice.
Cutie. Coming up the back line.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, Emma
Nice.
versus He takes down 2. And now RSG is not going back to their base. And now Carl TC secures 1 more kill.
That's some
And
good
that
play,
is
Joe.
Echo is running hot and wild with this Luminous Lord.
Yeah, say what you will about Benny dying there, but he lived much, much longer and took down more than he should have.
Exactly, I definitely agree with you on that. No marksman, but they do have Carl TC who's signing this one.
Nice.
Are now in the base of the Kings of the Sea.
Woo!
And
MSG.
And the Orcas have also locked themselves in for MSC. We are witnessing a revival of a rivalry that we took from Quezon City all the way to Jakarta. Folks, it's going to be Blacklist International going up against Echo once again.
Group stages, the regular season. This definitely wasn't the grand finals match that you would expect, but much love from 2 equally good competitors. RSG, nobody Nobody believed that they can go this far. Everybody else doubted them because of what they have shown in the early stages of this tournament.
Irat.
Entirety of the regular season, you would always think that RSG will not make it.
Bocil Sunport mana bocil
Here
Sunport?
they are, almost
Irat.
taking away the ticket from Echo's hands. Almost winning this by giving it all they've had. But in the end, it will be a rematch. The third time that the two teams will be facing off. Echo v Black. Number 3.
Alex ya harus diimbek
Number
oleh
Manakino,
Indo nih
she's
kalau
on
mau Alex.
stage with RSG Slate. Let's hear from them in this somber moment.
Exot mana Exot?
Emotions are high. Coaches know that they put their best foot forward. And I can only imagine what's going on in their hearts and their minds. And now it's Marakino's turn to talk to them.
Nats, kanina, tumakbo ka agad kay Sanji. Ano yung pinag-usapan nyo kanina, may sinabi ka sa kanya? And tell us your relationship with Sanji.
Nice game lang po. Nice game lang po kasi tinalo nila ulit kami. Congrats po kasi siya po yung pinaka-close ko pag sayang ko po. Nice game po, nice game Ego. Galing sa MSC.
Great sportsmanship. Coach, it's been a great
Oke,
ride.
dah.
I know this was a hard one.
Alhamdulillah.
But you know
Thank you
have
guys. Thank you
so
guys. Ada yang
many
komen,
raiders
ada yang apa?
supporting you,
Ya, tidak apa-apa lah ya.
continuously cheering for you.
Usaha ya.
What do you have to say to everybody? And tell us about the entire journey and how happy you are with it.
Totoo lang, hindi ko expect na abot kami sa top 3. Kasi
Thank you. See you soon,
after we
MSJ.
started a bagong roster without
See you
Kyle and
MSJ
Alpha,
Echo versus EVOS
sobrang
atau
shaky
Echo
yung journey
versus
namin.
Onyx. Oke.